All right, Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that did teach us this truth. And as always, peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect scattered throughout the earth, back at it through the spirit and power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. All right. Hey, I came across this article in the Daily Dot, and it reads, this quote unquote stereotype needs to stop. Walmart shopper notices that e.l.f. cosmetic products are locked up depending on foundation shade. And you go down and you see the picture of a so-called black woman in those cosmetics, man, that foundation. Now, let's keep it real. These folks don't spend extra money if they don't have to, man. So they're not locking up these things for no reason. I mean, and that's not just cosmetics. That's everything, man. Everything's getting locked up nowadays. Why? Because people are running up in there and stealing. It's been going on for quite some time, man. All right, from your local dollar store, all the damn, especially in the so-called hood, man. Shit, everything is locked up one way or another, from deodorant, the soap, all manners of cosmetics, man, are locked up, or they got the little clicker things on there, man. And it's because, again, they're not doing it for any reason. I don't think that was locked up in the hell, even in the 90s, early 2000s, man. It wasn't that bad, but you know, as time progressed and the crunch gets applied to this place, especially Babylon the Great, people are getting more and more desperate, and they're getting more and more wicked. All right, and their solution, of course, because they're not serving the Lord, is to steal, man. But in relation to this article talking about this is a stereotype, it's not a stereotype, because these people have locked up the darker shade foundation, which of course, who's buying that darker shade foundation? It'll be the so-called black women. All right, the so-called black woman. All right, these wicked Israelite women are in there stealing that shit. All right, and they're stealing, specifically going into this foundation, man. You know what that foundation is used for? It's the women use it to hide imperfection, blemishes, etc. Some of them use, you know, certain foundation to look lighter. All right, so you know it's the so-called black woman up in there stealing it, and that is why they are locking it up, man. But let's get straight to these precepts, man. This is Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 18. In that day, and what day are we referring to, man? The day of Yahweh Shem Shah, and the events preceding that, Jacob's trouble, the great tribulation, man. All right. And that day, the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet. So that foundation is going into this, what Isaiah chapter 3 is getting ready to go into. All right. They are very brave, which is to say they're very prideful, puffed up because of these things, the accessories, all right, the cosmetics, and the scriptures about to go into, you know, some of the things that the women like to adorn their body with, that creates that prideful spirit. All right. In their calls and their round tires like the moon, the chains, the bracelet, mufflers, bonnets, ornaments, of the legs, all right, ankle braces, all that, man. All right, headbands, tablets, earrings, the rings, the nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel, mantles, wimples, and the crisping pins, all right, the glasses, the fine linen, the hoods, and the veils, man. All right, and it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink. And this is, you know, literally. All right. And the Lord, you know, the Bible always speaks in parables, man. All right. So just the spirit of the woman, all right, of our woman, wicked women, is putting off a stench. But you can look at that literally, like they stink, a lot of them, man. And truth be told, it's really because of their whoredoms, man. All right. And it's supposed to be to humble you, woman. You find yourself smelling a certain way. I mean, even men, you know, that's a humbling thing, man. And we're gonna go into some more precepts, you know, concerning that. But again, and it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink, and instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of well set hair, baldness, and instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth and burning instead of beauty, and all that's really finna come to play. Now the Lord had put out certain curses and judgments on our women already by, cursing their hair. They can't grow long and healthy like they want it to, like they front. That's why they wear those long wigs and extensions and shit. If trust me, whatever you do, if you didn't like the way it looked, you wouldn't do it. So if you're walking around seeing women with blonde hair and long flowing extensions, and my daughter be doing that crap, man, um, and they play with it. They're fake, just head full of fake hair. It obviously they like the way it looks. So don't front, Eve, and lie to us, your brothers, and lie to the rest of the world like you don't want no long hair just like that. Sure, there's something to be said about what is that word? Variety. So yeah, sometimes women like to cut their hair a little short or do it a certain way, but for the most part, women like long hair, man. Long, healthy, thick hair, especially concerning the so-called black woman. The Lord had already put that curse, but it is these, the cosmetic industry, man. All right, the clothing industry, all that shit, which enables our women to be puffed up and to hide that judgment, hide those imperfections. So a woman can be, you've seen the videos of a very, very ugly looking woman, and through what we call witchcraft, putting on all this makeup and shit, that woman can look completely different. You can go from looking like an old lady with no teeth and all of that. There's people, walking around here with fake teeth, all that stuff. Very young women, mind you. All right. And this is leading our women to be even more puffed up, man. It's this society, man. All right, which is the earth, all right, which is the wicked earth, man. It ain't just Babylon the Great. Hell, they wicked all over this earth, man. All right, and there's Israelite women scattered, all right, throughout all these nations doing the same crap. And it's because of these things. But we got to remember what the Lord said, going back to verse 18. All right, Isaiah 3 and 18. In that day, the Lord will take away that bravery. All right, which is again to say that pride, that puffed up shit. All right, that stretched forth neck, man. All right, walking in heels with they butts out all day, man. Hey, shit, man. It ain't even summertime yet. It's still kind of cool some days, and some days it be a little hotter. But you best believe when I go out, gas station, the dollar store, oh man, I'm watching through the spirit. Every last Israelite woman for face value that I see that look like an Israelite woman, they're all naked. All I see is booty shorts, and I'm talking about it seems like they're getting shorter. I don't know what type of they look. I seen a girl, was it yesterday or the day before, leggings, the material they make out of leggings, but it was just looked like underwear. You know what I mean? It was short like underwear, but it was like spandex material, man. Then I look over and then I see another older female, same thing, just booty shorts, booty shorts, booty shorts. Hey man, it's all good, man. Now you know we're doing our job as men of Yahweh Shem Shah, and we're not just letting the woman do whatever she want to do. We're rebuking this type of behavior, all right, this type of thinking through the spirit, man. So whether they hear or forbear, hey, the Lord is gonna judge them, man, here pretty soon for all of their whoredoms and that pride, man. Pride goeth before destruction, pride goeth before fall. And our women, the women of our nation, are some of the most prideful creatures walking upon this earth. Or Esau, Edom, the top, Edomites, because these low level regular Edomites, hell, they going through the same thing Jake going through right now, living paycheck to paycheck, complaining about the economy, etc., barely making ends meet. But for the so-called elite, hell, they're puffed up. Our women are just as puffed up, and a lot of those other nations are puffed up. Look at them Ishmaelites over there in the Middle East, and Thawadi Habba Shema Shah, the Lord, flooded that place over there in Dubai. You know what I mean? Dubai, they trying to build up a miraculous kingdom over there. And hey man, that place gonna get destroyed very fast, man. And see how fragile it is, man, from that flood, man. The Lord, however it got flooded, it was the will of Yahweh by Hashem and Shah to flood Dubai, man. All right. But back to, our wicked women. All right. Exactly what I was going into. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus. 1 and 1. chapter 10 and verse 18. Very straight to the point. Pride was not made for men. And respecting the Lord's order, of course, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, the man, the woman, and the child of the nation of Israel. So starting with the man, all right? Pride was not made for us. So if pride was not made for, you know, the man starting, because we're the head of the household, how much more those other weaker vessels, the woman and the child? Hell, the woman and the child shouldn't be puffed up, because if it wasn't for the adults, they would have nothing, you see. So a child for sure shouldn't be around here having a level of pride like that, man. And it's and our women as well, man. All right, why are they so puffed up, man? Well, it's because they're enabled. First of all, they're weak. All right, they're weak spiritually. So these demons, all right, these spirits, they're running rampant, you know, in the minds and hearts of our women. So they're doing all type of manners of wickedness against the nation, man. Or against their own sisters, against their brothers, okay, against Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, all right. Nor furious anger for them that are born of a woman, all right. And that's, you know, going into, you know, waiting on the Lord for that vengeance, man. It's of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right, but our women are prideful, man, and this is not made for man. All right, now when we get out of here, we'll be prideful, but it's going to be in righteousness. We will have earned that. All right, perfection. All right, and we're gonna look good, man, and you won't have to be around here pretending, even such a pretender, all right, with your nails. And the scriptures went into that. It's the nails and the clothes and your luxury apartments and your townhomes and your wigs and your weaves and your hairstylists, your braids and stuff like that, man. This is why the women are puffed up. A lot of them don't look like that without it, you see. Some women have a little natural beauty about themselves, we're not gonna lie. All right, every woman of our nation ain't, you know, super ugly, but they definitely look a lot different without all that makeup on and without all that fake hair, man. A lot of them look, you know, very different. And during Jacob's trouble, we're gonna get to see exactly each and every one of you what you look like, because however it happens, whether there's a run on the stores, you know, before it gets real stupid and they just take all the products out of there, and you know that's gonna be it. Or I mean, the Lord could just destroy these stores. Point being, they're not gonna have access to those you know, fine things, man, those comfortable things that get to hide the imperfection that is the creation, all right, or the creature that is the woman, all right. You're not perfect, we're not perfect, and there's still order. And you women have been living high off the hog, if you will, all right, for quite some time because of that, man. And it's, I mean, now it's on an unprecedented level of that pride, man, with this whole social media stuff, man. You know, the female rappers, you know, your Cardi B's and all that crap, man. And that's all you see. Booty, 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 clothes, 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 hair, nails, nails. It's just ridiculous. We as men, we are so sick of it. It make you want to throw up. We got to get out of here. Like, this ain't it, man. This is so corny. It's weird. Like, it's starting to get weird. Well, it ain't starting. It's been weird. Just, I think every man don't mind in the right context seeing a woman shake her butt, but now it's getting, you know what I mean, to the point where it's just getting weird. They're just, if the camera gets on them, it's like they look left, they look right, and that's all they know how to do, man. You know, they don't know how to formulate a righteous thought, so they just go to twerking. Some guy on social media was going into, no matter where you're at on the internet, somehow, some way, you finna see some behind, you know. And that shows you the state of our women. That's all you see, and the shit corny, especially to a grown man. Now, if you're a whoremonger, if you got the mind of a little boy that act like you ain't never seen no booty before, no breast, no woman before, sure, that's what Eve loves. She like a weak man because she can run all over him and manipulate him. But for strong men, it's nothing. We done seen enough but for a lifetime. Trust me, you know, trust me. It's not impressive no more. It's getting weird, and y'all really have played yourself out, man. You know, we done seen it all now. For all the crazy bodies, the natural and the fake bodies, man, we done seen it all. There's, you know, nothing to be desired. There's no mystery to you women no more. We see it all. And what type of man in his right mind would want to deal with you knowing that you walk out the house like that? All right. We're in a process where we're, trying to be gods. All right, we're not playing. Like, this is low level vibration stuff, man. All this whoredom and twerking and shit like that, man, it's very low level, and we're absolutely sick of it. But we got to be patient, wait on the Lord, and until then, we're just gonna keep on rebuking it and calling it out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right, see, let's go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 19. uh all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. And that portion is coming, man. The Lord is coming to reward both righteous and wickedness, man. And the majority of the women of our nation are wicked. And the Lord is definitely going to reward them with that portion of a sinner, man. All right. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. And I'm not finna sit here right now through the spirit, and because we'll be here all day talking about all the manners of wickedness Eve indulges in, from literal witchcraft, man. I didn't even know that. Because of social media, I'm able to see these things now. A lot of our women are into that damn tarot card reading stuff, man. The astrology and all that shit, man, and reading them tarot cards. I be up, 2 o'clock in the morning and just scrolling on random lives, and you just see our women doing all that tarot card reading shit, which is witchcraft, man. All right, familiar spirits, man. The Lord told us to stay away from stuff like that, man. All right, and we do know the faith of a witch, man. She's supposed to be put to sleep, man. Like thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. And a lot of our women are all about that. We could talk about adultery, okay, and just how a woman is just so manipulative, man, and it's all in the name of her will and her wants, man. Whatever she wants, she will manipulate you. You know what I mean? She'll be a whore. She'll steal, obviously, again, like going back to the elf, and the reason the elf cosmetics, and the reason why they got them locked up is because so-called black women are stealing that shit, man. All right. And it shows you, if they had the money, why would they be up in there stealing, man? All right. And it starts from young girls, all right, little teenage girl, 12 and up. They be up in there stealing too, all the way to old women, man. So it shows you y'all ain't really balling like y'all trying to front, all right? And y'all are not as perfect as y'all are trying to pretend, man, all right? That's why y'all are in there stealing foundation. Again, what's that foundation for? To hide your imperfections. Now, those imperfections are supposed to keep us humble. When we look in the mirror and we see something that we don't like, that's supposed to keep us humble. It keeps us from being puffed up. It keeps us from walking around our brothers and sisters like we better than, like we just, you know what I mean? Like we not subject to death. Like we not subject to old age, all right? The Lord can take away, your so-called beauty in the blink of an eye. Cancer, all right, you could get a disease. All right, you could the Lord could let you get, while you out there, finna go commit adultery, or finna go twerk in the club or the strip club or whatever. All right, going to buy you the loud pack. The Lord could let you get in a horrific accident, and that be the end for your little pretty face, man, and your body, and you be in a wheelchair or a cast, the rest of your life. This has happened millions of times upon the earth in relation to judgment. All right, that's why, hey, we tread lightly. We don't want to be like them. All right, because their judgment is coming, man. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman, man. If it wasn't so, the Lord wouldn't let this be written in the Bible. He's not a man that he shall lie. The women are way more wicked than any other creature on this earth, man. All right. Beautiful. All right, now concerning the men and us dealing with these women, Isaiah 46 and verse 8. Remember this, all right, and show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors, man. And that us showing ourselves men, that goes into every aspect of serving Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right, from putting this work first, all right, serving the Lord to the best of our ability, and you should know what that entails, all right. But also how we deal with women, how we deal with the children. All right, we have to be men. We're not into, make no mistake about it, when we get in this kingdom, yeah, we're gonna desire, the garments and the jewelry as well. But we, again, will be in the right, state. All right. Being that we're perfect right now, we're just men. All right. In the flesh. So looking pretty or handsome or whatever, beautiful ain't really, a priority for us. Make no mistake about it. I'm not gonna have you ignorant and lie to y'all. Don't get it twisted. At the end of the day, us as Israelite men, we like to look good. It feels very good when you're clean and you got on some clothes that you like and you smelling good. You got your jewelry on. Make no mistake about it. But we don't do it like the women do it. You understand me? And right now, it's not time for that. All right. So we are showing ourselves men, we look rough, we rugged, we don't the men of Yahweh Shem Shah, we don't be getting edge ups and lineups and looking pretty and all that old shit. And we don't have long hair like a woman. All right. All that crap. We're showing ourselves men in every aspect of life right now through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah. All right. For those 2/3 men, they're bowing down to them women. Everything that they do um revolves around pleasing, all right, and impressing the woman. They don't even give a flying flip about them anyway. Look at the rich people of our nation, man. The Dr. Dre's, his wife so-called left him and he's a freaking billionaire. So that shows you, no matter how much money you have, how much stature, fame, all right, evil still leave you. Why? Because all wickedness is little compared to the wickedness of a woman, man. Thus saith these scriptures, which is to say, thus saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. So we just gotta remember that. Keep showing ourselves men, and they're gonna be in the subjection under us forever. All right. Now, once we get in this kingdom, it ain't gonna be a bad thing at all to be in subjection to them Hebrew Israelite men, because again, we're gonna be in our perfection. We're gonna be in our full power. We'll have an abundance of riches, man. All right. Our heart's desires, man. So when Eve, hey, she ain't gonna have a problem with a man having multiple wives, man, and all that. She gonna be very, very happy. Matter of fact, she'll be perfected, and she won't have to be around here fronting and putting on foundation to hide, blemishes. Cause guess what? Once we get out of here and we make it, there'll be no blemishes and things like that, man. And it's gonna be all good. But for right now, it's not time to be prideful. It's time to remember Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Remember our transgressions and repent from it, man. Serve the Lord so we can get to a state where we are stunting on every other nation, man. All right. Something fierce. All right. But you know how the weaker vessel does it, man. You know how the weaker vessel gets down. All right. Let's see. 4, 5. Let's go to Proverbs. Chapter 6 and verse 23, I believe. This is Proverbs 6 and 23. For the commandment is a lamp, all right, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life, man. And of course, man, through the spirit, hey, we're not perfect, but we are more receptive to rebuke. Right, when we get rebuked, if we are those chosen men, we're going to be receptive to it. All right. Now, what we're doing when we talk about our women, we're doing this through love, believe it or not. And it is a, rebuke, man. All right. And they can't take it. But this is a part of, having that light. All right. And that instruction, is the way of life. And it goes on to say, to keep thee from the evil woman, all right, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. Lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. And that's going to, again, the beauty of the woman, or the pretend beauty, with all that makeup and shit and the cool looking clothes and garments and all them body suits and cat suits and all that shit that they wear, the freakum dresses and the little skirts and, all that stuff, man, the leggings and the little booty shorts at the gym, they're just everywhere. The earth, especially in Babylon the Great, it's just flooded with half naked women. And a lot of them, it's all of them, hell. Those so-called white girls, they be doing the same shit, Daisy Dukes, they been doing that, since Dukes of Hazzard. All right. And verse 26, For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress will hunt for the precious life. And that is what we are trying to not happen to us. We don't want to be brought to a piece of bread for a freaking whore. All right. And a lot of men have fell victim to this. You know what I mean? Even myself, man. I mean, the Lord let me get back up. But, before I came into this truth, dealing with Eve, I mean, I had a lot of things that I lost, man. A lot of freedom, a lot of time, a lot of money. All right. A lot of mental stability fooling with Eve, man, and a woman that just ain't right, man. So hey, that is what the Bible's for, period. All right. Starting, it's written, for the men, all right, of the nation of Israel. And we learn these things. We learn how to serve the Lord first and foremost, what he requires from us. Then we learn how, all right, to deal with our women. Okay. And if we have children, there's instructions on how to deal with them. That is what this Bible is for. It teaches us these things, especially in the book of Proverbs. All right. And here, with the theme of the lesson, is to keep us from the evil woman. And we already talked about how evil and how wicked some of our women are, man. All right. But if we serve the Lord, he will, guide us and instruct us, all right, via that light, all right, to protect us from that. And we'll know how to navigate this earth, man, even in these last days, even, during this great tribulation. We're going to have a certain level of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, certain level of discernment, which is going to keep us stable. All right. We're going to know who has a righteous spirit upon them, who is humble, meek, and worthy of us taking away that judgment Yahweh Shema Shah is going to bring upon these women. All right. And then we're going to know who to leave out there. All right. And who to apply some pressure to if need be. If they want to get crazy during Jacob's trouble, we'll apply pressure too if need be. All right. Or just leave you out there and let you fend for yourself, man. That's why we want y'all to keep that energy. You wicked women, keep that energy so we can be even more justified when we leave you to your own devices, man. Don't be calling upon me, man. All right. And now's the time, to get that good rapport for you women, all right, with the men of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right. All these women that we done dealt with that have left us for some suckers. All right, it's some women that have left us to deal with other women. Hey, I'm testifying that I've experienced that. Here recently, I was dealing with a woman. And I thought, of course, I don't think it's perfect, but I understand mercy and patience, so I utilized that dealing with Eve. But she decided she wanted to go be, part of the alphabet community. You see how that works out for her. All right. Let's see how that works out. Not good. All right. Not good. I'll tell you that. All right. But moving on. We have Proverbs 5. One more precept. And Philippians. Philippians chapter 4 and start at verse 6. All right. This is Philippians 4 and 6. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be known unto Yahweh. And that's the point, man. So for you brothers that desire to deal with a woman and you realize, oh man, this place is wicked, even our women, man, you need to, if it's something that you desire, give it a shot. There ain't no guarantee, that you'll get it. It's lawful, but everything is done, through the will and power Yahweh Shema Shai during his own timing. The Lord has a time that he's, gonna give brothers certain things. But if that's something that you want, then you be careful for nothing with that prayer and supplication, keeping the law, doing the work. Hey man, you let your request be known to the Father through his son Yahweh Shai, and you ask the Lord to send you a righteous woman, man. The Lord's not against that, make no mistake about it. It's just timing, you know what I mean? It may not be the season for you to be dealing with a female, but if that's something again that you desire, and trust me, we all desire it. Let's not pretend, all right? You know what I mean? Trust me. Hey, you brothers, somewhere, whether it's on the internet, in real life, you done seen a woman that you like, You know what I mean? Regardless of what she got going on, man, that make you say, Now we are definitely aware of the spirits on these women, and we don't play that. But some of them still make you say, some of them do it for you. If you could draw up a woman, is what I'm saying. Like, it's some women out there that look like a woman that you would draw up and create yourself, man, for yourself, man. So hey, don't get it twisted, man. All right, they're here to serve us. That's what they're supposed to be doing. So if that's something you desire, you need to make that known to the Lord, and maybe the Lord will bless you with it, man. Right? Even if it be for a season, even it may be, you may get a girl that can cook for you. She like to cook. That's good help, man. Getting your rocks off. All right. The Lord may send you something to keep keep you stable. And we can all testify to that. The Lord, we be dealing. The Lord let us deal, certain seasons, certain you know, durations of time. The Lord let us deal with women. We ain't no suckers out here. We ain't no weirdos. Don't get it twisted. But for the most part, these women are wicked and they're detrimental. All right, and they're not receptive, all right, to the spirit. They're not going to pray and fast to get those spirits off of them. So if you're dealing with them, those spirits are always going to be there. All right, we can't necessarily, if it's not the will of Yahweh Shema Shai, we can't cast those demons out, man. That's something some of them, all right, the Lord goes into that. Some of these demons can only be brought out through, prayer and fasting, which our women are not really going to do. You know what I mean? Especially as it relates to, true spirituality. They'll fast, for weight loss and all that shit, and to get toned and so that butt can show. But when it comes to really, crying out to Yahweh Bashim Shai, and some of them may fast in the name of an idol, all right, Jeebus Christ. But I've seen a lot of, so-called testimony videos and stuff like that. But it's getting late in the day. They're going to have to call upon the true names here pretty soon, and they don't have it. So tread lightly, dealing with these women. All right. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Again, till next time, Shalom.